A guest in cabin C346 on B deck has complained that no clean towels were left in her room this morning.
C346 B deck. That's one of the family cabins, isn't it? Oh, yes, I remember. They left the bathroom in an awful mess. There was water all over the place, and it took me ages to clean it up. I must have forgotten the towels.
Go and see to it now, please, and pay more attention next time. Remember, our guests expect the highest standard of service.
Okay, sorry. What are you planning to do today? There's a galley tour on program at 10 a.m., I believe.
Really? That would be interesting.
Oh, yes, it's very popular, madam. You get to see what goes on behind the scenes, and coffee and cake is served after the tour.
No, better not. I've scheduled a game of tennis with a friend at 10 a.m., and I don't want to cancel on her.
When will the food be ready? We've been waiting for a half hour.
I'm very sorry, but when you order something that is not on the main menu, it takes a little longer. It'll be ready in 10 minutes. Can I offer you something while you wait? Perhaps another drink?
Okay, I'll have another orange juice. What would you like, Joyce?
I'll have the same.
And can you hurry, please? We were also waiting 20 minutes for the last drink.
Here's your order, madam. A burger with a side order of French fries. I'm sorry it took so long, but we are rather busy at the moment. The chef is very busy.
But I ordered a tuna sandwich with side salad.
I'm sorry, madam. My mistake. I'll take this back and change it.
Oh, no, it's all right. That'll do instead. I can't be bothered to wait another half hour just for a sandwich.
It really was most unsatisfactory. My wife and I are no longer very young, and the heat on the bus was unbearable. And I'm amazed the bus didn't break down. They must have been at least 40 years old.
I'm very sorry, sir, but it does say on the excursion booking form that in some countries local buses are used, and that these are not always air-conditioned.
Well, you should use another tour operator then. The whole trip was an absolute nightmare. We had to lie down for several hours afterwards to recover.
Yes, sir, we'll look into the matter. In the meantime, please accept my sincere apologies and this voucher for a complimentary bottle of champagne by way of compensation.
Could we have room service for cabin 547, please?
Certainly, ma'am. What would you like to order?
Oh, something light. We seem to be eating so much on this cruise. I think we'll have to go on a diet when we get home. Perhaps a selection of cheese and biscuits for two, and some fresh fruit would be nice.
Anything to drink?
Yes, a couple of iced teas, please.
Okay. It will be with you in about 20 minutes.
Everything all right, ma'am? How is the steak?
Well, to be frank, it's a little rare for my taste. I don't mind lamb cooked rare, but I'm not so keen on rare steak.
Would you like me to ask the chef to cook it a little more?
If it's no trouble. See how pink it is. I did ask for well done, you know.
Excuse me, we're looking for the Japanese restaurant.
Okay, the easiest way to get there is by continuing along this deck until you see the next set of stairs, then go down to the deck below. After that, turn right and continue past the theater. You'll find the restaurant on the left beside the health spa.
Thank you. It sure is easy to get lost on this.
I'd like some red wine with my meal, but my wife prefers white. Is wine available by the glass?
All our house wines are all available by the glass, sir. And we also do Cabernet by the half bottle.
I only want one glass. In that case, I'll have a glass of the house Merlot and a glass of Chardonnay for my wife. Oh, and we'd like a bottle of sparkling mineral water as well, please.
Very good, sir.
It's my birthday next week, and my son in the UK would like to call me on the phone while I'm on board. Is that possible?
Yes, ma'am, no problem. He should dial the number 0800-917-7256 and then give your name and room number.
And is the call charged to my onboard account?
No, ma'am. The caller will be asked to provide a credit card number and expiration date. Calls cost $7 per minute no matter where the ship is at the time of the call.
I can't believe how much seafood the guests are going through on this voyage. You're going to need to order some more to be delivered at the next port.
What do you need to get?
I need 50 kilos of salmon and maybe 60 kilos of crab. No. Better make it 70 kilos of crab. I also need 85 kilos of lobster and about 100 kilos of king prawns. They're really popular with the guests.
What sort of milk is this?
It's cow's milk, ma'am.
Do you have any almond milk?
I'm sorry, that's been very popular on this cruise and we've run out. We'll be getting more supplies when we arrive in port tomorrow.
I can't drink cow's milk. It gives me wind and makes me feel bloated.
Can I recommend soya milk instead? It's made from soya beans.
I suppose it'll have to do. And could I have a glass of coconut milk for my husband, please?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Where have you been? You're late.
No, I'm not. It's only 2 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. We went through a time zone last night, remember? And the clocks went forward by 1 hour.
Oh, I completely forgot. I was working a late shift till midnight.
We need to get a move on. The VIPs will be on board at 7.
We'll have it done by then.
Yes, but the supervisor is coming to check everything at 4. And you know nothing's ever good enough for her.
I'm tired of eating and drinking in bars on this ship. Let's do something different tonight.
Okay, well, there's a famous jazz band from New Orleans playing in the lounge.
I don't really fancy that. They usually play boring old songs from the 1920s.
Well, what about the South American dance troupe? Their Argentinian tango is meant to be spectacular.
I quite like the sound of that, but if it's very popular and you've got to book in advance, I'm sure there won't be any seats left for tonight.
Why don't we go and see the famous American magician?
No, I saw him before he was famous, and I really don't want to see him again.
Well, that leaves us with the British comedian who won Britain's Got Talent.
Definitely not. I really don't get British humor. I can't stand comedians, and I don't like him at all. He's the worst to act on board. And besides, you know I'm terrified of clowns.
Well, in that case, it's another night in the bar, isn't it, darling?
Excuse me, is this supposed to be the spicy chicken I ordered?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not very spicy and it's much too salty. I can't eat it.
I do apologize. I could replace it with the chili beef dish.
No, thank you. I'm Hindu, so I don't eat beef.
Oh, sorry, sir. In that case, may I recommend the Szechuan pork belly dish? That's the hottest dish on the menu.
Actually, I really fancy a lamb and cauliflower curry. I had it the other night and I really liked it.
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid that's not on the menu tonight.
I suppose I'll have to make do with the pork.
What time is it now? We've changed time zones?
What's the exchange rate, please? When are you going to hand in your resignation?
Why are the security guards still asleep?
How many water glasses need replacing?
I need to see the doctor. My temperature is 101.9 degrees.
My cabin number is 1327.
The cruise terminal address is 122 Harbor Parade.
Our ETA into Singapore is 1410 hours.
The gross tonnage of this cruise ship is 62,249.